What if I told you that confidence has nothing to do with feeling ready and everything to doing it scared? I built multiple businesses, led huge teams, and spoken on stages where my heart was pounding out of my chest, like freaking out, and still showed up. And how do I know this works? Listen, I built a business where nobody knew me from speaking on stages and putting myself out there. My business went from $0 to $68 million in 7.5 years. And here's the thing. I come from a foster home. I've not lived at home since I was 13 years old. I was in juvenile hall. I was in a group home for troubled girls. And then I went to a foster home. When I turned 18, they kicked me out of the house because the money quit coming in. And so you have your story too. We all have something which makes us maybe feel unconfident. Like we've got to fake it till we make it. This strategy will absolutely help you. And here's how you do it. Most people think that confidence is something that you have before you actually take action. They wait until they feel ready. That's why they never get it. You see, confidence doesn't come from writing, I am confident on your bathroom mirror. I did that in my 20s. It didn't change anything. Confidence comes from evidence, and evidence comes from doing, especially when you don't feel like it. Your brain builds identity based on proof that you give it. So keep promises to yourself, stack wins, and your mind starts believing you. Let me tell you a story. So when I was a real estate agent, and I would have to get up in front of like 20 of my peers to talk about my houses and saying how many bedrooms they had and how many bathrooms that they had. Do you realize that I was so afraid to do it that one time I called myself Krista Miller? Well, I was Krista Mashore at the time. I mean, I would literally shake with afraidness and I was so nervous and I could barely talk. That's how afraid I was to actually speak on stages. But you know what my dream is? My dream is to help people, to make an impact, to really help people have the best lives ever. And in order to do that, guess what? I had to speak on stages. So let me give you an example of what my manifesto reads. Okay, now understand, I wrote this manifesto 7.5 years ago when I first got into coaching. And I had no idea how I was going to be able to do this because I was afraid and scared to death to do it. So my manifesto reads, I'm a loving, loyal, supportive wife, mother, and friend. I'm a philanthropist. I'm the #1 trainer in the world. I speak at conferences across the country and have trainings with thousands of people. I am a leader. I positively affect every life that I touch. I make a difference in the world. I uplift and upbuild those around me. I help others achieve more in life and have more financial freedom and time. I am building community market leaders across the country who make an impact on their communities and who are go-givers. I am a $1 billion company. Now, here's what you need to know. I had no idea how I was going to speak on stages in front of thousands of people because I was afraid to death to speak in front of 20 people. But I started small and I started, at local events and I got better and better and better. And guess what? I have now spoken on stages with over 20,000 people. Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins had me speak on their challenge. Russell Brunson had me speak at Funnel Hacking Live with over 6,000 people present. I mean, I've done it a lot, but only because I started. So you have to do things even when it's hard, even when it's scared, even when you don't want to. Because what happens is you gain confidence by doing. And guess what? The first time I spoke on a little bit of a larger audience, there was 300 people there, and I absolutely blew it. My foot got stuck on the stage. I fell on stage and I was had memorized my entire speech. It was so bad that people came up to me after and said, it wasn't really that bad. I've had people messaging me on Facebook and saying, hey, let's meet. I can give you some pointers. The point is, it was terrible, but I did not stop. I kept going until I got better and better and better. And that's what you have to do. The feeling of confidence comes from doing. So I pushed through. And that moment, it wasn't about the fact that I did a good job. It was about who I was becoming. It was the vision of my future self, stepping into the reality that I wanted to create. So here's an entrepreneurial confidence framework that I know will help you. So number 1, track truth, not feelings. Confidence doesn't come from hype, it comes from data. When I started doing video, I was afraid of video, but I would read the script multiple times. I'd create bullet points, right? And then I'd watch my videos and I'd look for ways that I could improve. Just one thing each time. And what happened was I got better and better and better. And even when I felt like I still was horrible and still sucked, the data showed otherwise because I got more comments, more engagement. And the same thing happened with my speaking because I got asked to speak on more stages. Entrepreneurs need the exact same thing. So track your sales call, track your outreach, track your wins. Step 2, make it stupid small. Don't try to eat the whole elephant in one bite. When I coach someone who's terrified of public speaking, I don't throw them on stage. I have them talk for 60 seconds in a team huddle, then 120 seconds, and then they lead a part of a meeting. And then over time, they're speaking at big annual events, and they're killing it. So I'll give you an example. I have a student, her name is Caroline, and she came to me one time and said, Krista, you have no idea how insecure I was, how shy I was. and how much I hated being seen and being on video. So what did we teach her to do? We taught her to start with just sending a video text message to her personal friends and her personal family. And then she got confident doing that. And then we had her do just a 15-second video and not even really share it on social. Just do it and send a video to her friends that wasn't a personal video, but a video about her educating herself. And then she started doing more and more. And eventually she is like a whole new person. In fact, what I'm going to do at the end of this video, I'm going to show you her before video and her after video, and you are going to be shocked. So step 3, take fear with you. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is proof that your brain is working, and fear is proof that you're moving forward. You don't get rid of it. You carry it with you. When I step on stage, my mouth is dry, my heart's racing, and within minutes, it fades. Not because I limited the fear, but because I walked straight through it. So here is what you need to know. Confidence is built in reps. Track your wins. Break your goals into tiny, winnable steps, and don't wait to feel fearless. Do it scared. Because once you stack enough proof, it becomes unreasonable not to believe in yourself. Understand this, confidence is essential in any business, because if you want people to think that you are confident and feel that you're competent to work for them and do a great job, you need to appear confident. Confidence sells, enthusiasm sells. So the more that you appear that way, the more you are going to win, the more you're going to convert, the more money you're going to make. So it's imperative that you learn this. Do it scared, break it into small parts, take action. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes and fear are showing you going in the right direction. You cannot get better if you do not start and you do not practice. So if you want to learn how to take this entrepreneurial strategy and apply it directly to your business growth, watch my next video on the 5 leadership skills that every single entrepreneur needs. I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.